And that is also a hero that is very good versus Primal Beast in lane if Resolution does want to pick up that Primal Beast.
I'm just really curious about the way T1 is going to be laning these heroes. Obviously, it's still a bit open right now because Zephyr has played both the Venno and the Clock, and nobody else in the team has. So, is this like 5 Clock for Whitefall, for example? Do they feel like playing a core Clockwork, which you don't get to see too often? Like, he's a really good support. Does Zephyr go for Clock and they put Cuckoo with the Venno and make the memes come true?
I mean, where do you feel they might align best?
10 seconds remaining.
So I think even though maybe only one of them have played the Clock, it shouldn't be too hard for them to make it work this game. I think Clock is an okay laner against Primal Beast from what I've seen. Also, if you want to do some memes where you put the Venno support in the safe lane against Primal Beast, it's also fine. As Fear was mentioning, you have like the Gale to slow him down, and later on the wards and so on. So I think even if maybe it looks a little bit uncomfortable, I think it's one of the easier situations to be put into in the game.
I think there's a bit of flexibility in the two terms they start as well. I mean, if you do end up picking both supports in the first phase, you're kind of leaving yourself vulnerable into the second phase. So at least there's a bit of flex value with T1 start to the draft. But if you do end up putting both of them as supports here, at least you get to respond to the double pick from Secret. However, I still feel like there's a lot of gaps to kind of close, and like you gotta wait until the 18th for T1 to really lock in how they want to lane these.
All right, hear me out though. Right,
I'm listening.
Oracle Ags against the Morphling reduces healing by 25%. Can we see it again?
Possible.
I mean, look, they're upper bracket, you know, they have a little bit of flexibility.
I mean, they have second
I'm
pick,
just mean,
so
I hope they don't do that.
I'm vetoing this one too.
Because he's like, God, please.
But I do really want to see the Slark for T1.
Turn to pick.
Comfort pick for Ana. He's looked so good on the Slark this tournament. Going against the Primal Beast, it's good lane. Good lane, good carry matchup. But they're going for the Faceless Void instead. Interesting.
How do you like the Faceless Void more? Hannah?
I mean, you have a lot to combo with it at the moment.
10 seconds
Faceless Void kind of being this early into the draft, though the Drow ban or the AA ban now kind of makes sense for them, that they have heroes capable of creating space for the Faceless Void. His laning matchup is still open. Is he up against the Primal Beast in his lane? Do they put 3 Beast against the Void? Every time he jumps out, he's just going to get charged and trampled. Does hurt him a lot in the laning stage, so they end up putting it as a support or maybe into mid. Potentially that might have Void a little bit of an easier lane. But do they go with a dual melee lane against, Primal Beast Earth Spirit, for example? That's going to be a rough lane to play.
Because how do you feel about this second half of the draft? You know, that's kind of where it all went right for Secret and all went wrong for T1 last game, but is it shaping up to be a little bit better?
So for now, I think with T1 picking up 4 here, I think it's fine. You want to perhaps mask the Venno a bit more. Try to have Secret show you a little more information on what's going on. So I don't mind the Void pick, especially with some of the bans that happen in the game. They also banned Viper for it. I do feel like though that Secret's response is pretty good. I think Eng is the type of hero that, it kind of abuses the fact if your offlane duo may not be as strong, which I think is already very likely the case for T1. And then Earth Spirit just to apply a lot of pressure. Also, Faceless Void, he hates to play against silences, and this Morph Primal Beast, they want heroes that also go in with them or go in for them. So the Secret response picks are pretty good in the second phase.
Yeah, any insight from you about this closing pick in the second phase for T1?
I really dislike the draft so far, to be honest with you. This Faceless Void pick against the Morph is very difficult. You can get the Shard on the Morph and survive. You get the Ags, you take away 70 of his attack speed, and push Sword is a hero that really needs attack speed, and I think the lane is very dangerous. Like, if you want to win the lane, you kind of got to max the bash, but then if you have 1 point in your time walk, they're gonna jump on top of you with this Earth Spirit, and you can die easily, especially when the Pulverize is online. So I don't think they're gonna apply a lot of pressure in this lane either, but they're gonna pick the Tiny, probably going to be the mid hero for T1. Tops and Tiny, it's the classic. So yeah, I mean, he doesn't really see his mid matchup yet, so that's probably why he picked Tiny. Just a hero that's flexible and can play against most matchups.
Yeah, that's like a Thompson comfort as well if he wants to play it mid on this Tiny. He's got heroes that he can snowball off, like the Enchantress and the Earth Spirit. He can kill them pretty easily and get himself a good start for the game.
Tiny having a 50% win rate so far in Last Chance qualifiers as well. I think Thompson, you know what, I don't want to throw numbers out there, but he definitely has done well every time he's picked up mid Tiny. And moving into our last picks, what are each team looking to pick up? Because what are some holes in the draft that might be exploited for now?
So I feel like for T1, this might just be their support duo. I mean, I kind of fear that the Venomancer may not have the best game. If you put it offlane core, it's okay, simply because you can buy a vessel, but I'm a little bit opposed to it. I feel like T1 should perhaps be looking at a new hero for Cuckoo that allows them to also play fast, gives them a bit more damage in the game. The only problem I see, if they pick some of the traditional melee offlaners, they may not do that well in the lane, like some Night Stalker type. So I could perhaps see... I actually think this incoming pick is a little bit hard. After seeing the bans, maybe then we'll see it. And in terms of secret, they're gonna wait to see what T1 do and then adjust, because the Morph can still go mid. If T1 make it easy for them to just put the Morphling carry, they'll do that and pick a new mid against Thompson.
Secrets turn to ban.
For T1, they've still left Furion in the pool, which they've mostly been picking in the second phase. Still 3-1 for Cuckoo. Maybe he could pick that one up too.
Yeah, it's possible, but against... The hero's a little difficult against Primal Beast. Primal Beast walks out of the Sprout with the Trample. He can hunt you down pretty easily if you're hiding in the trees. I think... I don't know, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. It does lane well versus the Morph if he does get that matchup, so... That is a possibility.
Yeah, I know we're running with the potential that Veno could be on Cuckoo, so they could actually be looking for another support there. Do you think, Kezu, that that's more likely the way to go than picking up another support on T1? Or do you think for now it's most likely going to be a supporter?
So they could look for a support, but I'm struggling to find a 5 that lanes really well with the Void and the lane into these heroes, and then has a lot of impact in the game. I feel like one of the only 5s could... Ogre? Yeah, I could see maybe like an Elder Titan or whatever. Also, I think I messed up before because it's actually T1 having the last pick, not Secret, so that's going to make it a little easier for them, so apologies on that.
That's why I was wondering about the, you know, last pick Oracle mid. Because they have the last pick of the... No. But what about for Secret? They would probably love to see. Yeah, I mean, but when you think about the Secret here, like, do they want to lock in the Primal Beast for the offlane, or do they want to pick something else for Rezo to play this game? Just reminds me of the first game draft when it ended, and they realized, oh, this Oracle is mid. It was like Puppy and was it Rezo were both staring Nisha in his eyes like, you want to play this lane? And then they did the lane swap him. Beautiful thing cap. They go for the Beastmaster. He's been picked twice for them, 50% win rate. You know, win, lose, it's a coin toss, I guess. But the hero's good here.
So Nisha's gonna play the Primal Beast? Is that what's happening here?
10 seconds remaining.
I guess.
Because the Beastmaster is a common counter pick to the Faceless Void, right? As an offlaner. Definitely will do a bit better than Primal Beast will. So, very interesting pickup here. I haven't seen Nisha play Primal Beast yet, but I'm sure it's practiced it or else they wouldn't be bringing it out, right? So, very, very interesting. We'll go Primal Beast versus Tiny. Unless you guys think they're going to be putting Beastmaster mid, which I suppose
we'll see. I was gonna say, we'll see how they're all lining up as, Night Stalker coming out. Last pick there for T1. It is gonna be Nisha on the Primal Beast. So now knowing the matchups, everything that's played out, Kezu, do you think this is a T1 lineup that's gonna give them a little bit more of a fighting chance, have a game that goes a little bit longer than 27 minutes?
So, I think they have way better chances this game. Also, what I was saying earlier that Night Stalker may be hard to pick because then Secret still have the option of swapping, but I was stupid. It's T1 who have last pick. So now that they see that it's a Morph carry, I think it makes a bit more sense. So I think the Night Stalker pick does make sense for them, and they have way better chances this game.
All right, so arbitrary numbers, just throw them out there, Phil. What percentage would you be given in favor of T1 or in favor of Secret here?
I'm gonna go 50-50. It's gonna be the mid lane match of Tiny versus Primal Beast. I think these two heroes are like the tempo controllers of the patch. Whatever one makes some more rotations this game, I think is gonna give their team like a huge lead.
T-Bender, are you gonna be keeping your eyes on the mid lane as well, or is there a different matchup that you're intrigued to see play out?
I agree that the mid matchup is really important here because of the early timing from pulls of the mid heroes that we're going to be seeing in this game. But I think in general, believing that this could be the game for T1 to take. So I mean, it has to start from beating out their side lanes as well, and that comes from their mid laners. So it's a snowball game, right?
Much in this game too. Let's see if T1 can tie this up as we join Seek and Paladai.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you, Nat T. Hello, Pi. Yes, in for game 2, this time with a much more standard hero in the mid lane for T1. And Nisha taking the helm here in the mid lane on the Primal Beast. Definitely a little bit of just a strength-based, I mash you, you mash me back kind of the mid lane. What are you going to be keeping your eyes on here in this early game?
Yeah, so first of all, it's the offlane, right? The Beastmaster versus Void. Very famous matchup where Beast is generally considered with a counter. And I'm looking at it, and especially with the clockwork, I'm a bit worried for T1 there. Like, this is one of those lanes that can snowball out of control, where Faceless Void, he does okay for like a couple of minutes, and you're like, alright, that's fine. But then all of a sudden, the Beastmaster is taking the tower at 7 minutes with the Helm of the Dominator. And the game spirals out of control. So T1 have to stop that from happening, maybe through tops and rotations, or just outplaying them in the lane.
Is there anything Zephyr can hope to do there by like maybe rotating top lane, planting on the Plague Wards? Or is he going to be a little bit more tethered to this bottom lane, supporting Cuckoo especially during that first nighttime period?
Yeah, I mean, potentially he could, but yeah, I feel like he would want to stick to the bottom lane. But yeah, if he starts rotating early, because Cuckoo, yeah, let's see, yeah, it looks like a kill.
Yeah, he took the Boulder Smash here, level 1, which means there's really no way out. Nisha, trying for the deny. Oh, and he's not going to be able to get it. Blood there for Thompson. What a start.
Yeah. And the second thing is, we've all seen Puppy Ench, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he usually ends up with quite a bit of farm. And what happens then is that I think T1 are going to have big problems in just killing him, like as a position 5 Ench. Like, if you look at their heroes, right, they don't have an easy way to kill him. They have to commit a lot of spells. So he could be the MVP of this game. But yeah, let's see what happens.
You always like taking note of the Ench. You're a bit of an Ench picker yourself. What's Puppy going to be aiming to do, though, in this lane as he's currently being run down and battery assaulted by White Monk?
Hello. Surprised they put Puppy in here, but I guess this is fine. Yeah, no, he's just going to be auto-attacking people. That's it.
Living a good life, using his ability attack modifiers, not aggroing the wave. I think you can, what is it called, orb walk, right, can't you, with impetus?
Yeah, I mean, you need a few more levels in it. It's got a 6-second cooldown level 1.
That's true, yeah, that's true. I'm doing good work here, though, in the early couple of levels, at least until the boars come out, then he is going to be somewhat bullied away.
Yeah, another nice part with playing this ancient offlane is usually none of the camps here are warded, right? Oh, are they getting it?
No. That was close, yeah, sorry, the wild access stack, but of course, he had a little bit of regen. The Fairy Fire will keep him topped up as mid lane. See Nisha and Thompson having a bit of a go at each other. Hit. Let's see them trying to contest some of the more, yeah, especially there with now the roar active. You can see the base damage in this lane is immense.
Yeah. No, so let's see here. Yeah, because what I understand from Tops and Tiny, he usually goes for very early abs. It's his style of playing this.
What we've seen so far, and that'll help give some early damage to Chronosphere here for Anna, won't it?
Yeah, and that's like their hope of getting easy kills on Puppy, right? Is that yes, because you want to be able, because that's how a Puppy plays this Ench. He has base, and then he lives with the 200 HP, heals up fully, gives vision on everyone, and lets his team play now. So they have to avoid that.
Yeah, that's true. I think, like, as compared to a bunch of other supports who, you know, I was thinking about this the other day, like kind of a buyback support. It's like a tree protector who will just like run up high ground and maybe force a couple of reactions, die, buy back, and still have overgrowth. Like you just want to get rid of the Enchantress. She's just going to be annoying, and especially the way Puppy builds her, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean the thing they have going for them is they can press Night Stalker ultimate, right? And then you just ignore it. So that's the other option. But sometimes he's impossible to ignore. He's just right there in your face.
Something I'm also eager to look forward to is Cuckoo eventually, speaking of this Night Stalker, getting that Ag Shard online. The active on Hunter in the Night gives this hero a lot more staying power in these fights, especially seeing as he's usually the first one to kind of just blink head on into the fights, or just run in and fly, ideally for him. But what's interesting about that is he can, especially during nighttime, you can target that onto Ancients and remove Rezo's creep, as Zayat's is going to die eventually for talents.
Yeah, and those suits are there full HP for mana.
It tops in. A toss, Nisha, not enough damage though.
And Ana is still doing fine top. So like as long as he's farming fine up here, T1 should be happy with that. Wait, what? Because you were mentioning Night Stalker, right? Yeah, like that is a bit funny, right? Because Beastmaster used to be like a huge counter to Night Stalker, but now it's almost the opposite. The same with Lycan. As you said, right? You just eat the Ancient Creep. So I'm wondering if he will go for a different item build. Ooh, nice deny.
And I get the deny off there. The Skellies, of course, being summoned, helping out greatly there. But Rezo and Puppy don't have a lot of DOTs. They've got to land their big hits there.
Yeah, and like Ana is doing well in CS, but so is Rezo. And Helm of Dominator is only 900 gold away here.
And so that'll be really interesting. There's going to be a period of time where Rezo feels really strong with Helm of the Dom, and then of course Helm of the Overlord again. But at some stage I do expect Cuckoo to get that online. Zephyr staying alive down bottom, trading nicely versus Crystallis.
Yeah, kind of funny there. He clicked the Sphere Fire too late, but it was fine. He lived anyway.
It's okay. He's just showing off down. I've got one too. On a Crystallis rather, still holding on to his.
Yeah.
Oh, but a nice creep brought over to the top lane by Puppy as he's holding on to this Ogre Frost mage, which gives the, of course, ice armor. The Rezo makes it really difficult and undesirable otherwise for Ana to be trading right clicks.
Yeah, you can see here Puppy's trying to give full experience now to Rezo. Want him to hit that level 5 and then level 6. Every level here now. It's going to be very difficult for Helma to play.
Ooh, it's a kill. Down bottom, Crystallis jumping now back onto Zephyr. Might pay the price though. It is nighttime here naturally, so Cuckoo finally putting those 2 points of Under the Night to some work. But of course, not enough damage here for Morphling. Yeah. Once again, we're seeing this more and more, aren't we? 2 points in waveform and just the single point in attribute shifts.
Yeah, no, they buffed the spell enough now. It seems that can be a little more like, I don't know if greedy is the right word. Maybe it's non-greedy.
Yeah. Efficient is probably what they would say.
Yeah, for sure. Or you actually do something instead of having like stats. Rune time. Looks like Secret are on top of it. Yeah, Puppy just picks up the region.
Take that one. Zayats is going to catch a glimpse of Zephyr. I know that he's warded here, but he'll crawl his way back towards bot lane eventually. Top lane, a little bit of skirmishing. Whitemon trying to get Rezo here onto the cogs, but in comes actually this Pine Cone. And that's some damage on the Whitemon. The slow as well off from the enchant, so I'll be holding on to this impetus, but they just don't really have the damage here yet to do that tanky clockwork.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Thompson will just sit there and farm, right? Or if he'll start running around. Oh, nice castle there.
Immediately into the Pulverize. Nisha still making a go at it, but yeah, they're going to go ahead and throw him back. Mid-trample, and Thompson, that's already 2 tips out from him early game. Nisha. There's a rotation as well. It's just Zephyr Venomancer, though. Not the scariest rotation of it, especially when you pick it up on a ward here. So, just going to be that Nisha who goes to stack and farm a camp here.
Yeah. Thompson is still ahead 600 net worth mid lane though. That's quite impressive. He got the first blood right, so he's managed to keep all the net worth lead from the get-go.
Gotta love Puppy as well, being very annoying, very efficient here as well, just constantly stealing these big creeps. Obviously, they do the most damage, as that's a very nice, what is it called again? A Hurricane to bring White Man away. Gonna have to sacrifice a Swallowing Ripper, but it does do some good work here. And Scout Zephyr rotating top. That being said, Thompson's here as well, and that's gonna be a kill onto Puppy.
I really like this by T1. It's as you said too, like even Zephyr is coming up here because they don't want to let this Beastmaster have a free game, just killing the Void, killing the tower. So both Thompson and Zephyr are like, they're looking.
Yeah, and it's a real possibility. You can see Rezo here, he's got him trailing the Dark Troll Summoner, summons the 3 Skellies. A little bit nerfed, of course, of the previous OP iteration, but still very, very good. The perfect pushing creep.
Yeah. Okay, going in there.
Yeah, bit of a skirmish on Tanisha. They will go. Thompson, does he have enough damage? There's the Venomous Gale applied, but with the Pig Pole, it's going to be Nisha at least getting back safely here. He might tick down to this Gale now. He's very tanky, this man. Primal Beast. Wow, what a strength game.
Oh yeah, you're the one who...
Okay, Cuckoo in trouble. Zayats is going to make the roll onto him. Cuckoo, a little bit of regen, the stick charge, Fairy Fire, everything coming in clutch there to keep him alive. Double Bracer build on these tanky offlaners always makes you feel just that bit more unkillable.
Yeah, and it was like, he had a Fairy Fire too, right? Or was it just a stick?
Yeah, Fairy Fire and a stick. Zephyr is going to have to suffer through the first full pulverize. Down goes Nisha.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this for T1 though, that Ana is having a good game right now. It seems like he's going for a Midas. So if he gets that up, then like, even if like something bad happens, right, and they get this tower, you're still feeling okay, because your Void has kind of a game guaranteed.
Tops in the meantime, waiting patiently in the jungle. Farming a couple more stacks, 600 gold in the bank with the phase boots. We'll see what he queues up first.
Yeah, I'm curious if he will even go for a blink this game. So I don't really know like what the point. I guess like killing this Morphling right when he's on low HP is always nice, but other than that, maybe you just go for an Echo Saber first, or I don't know. Let's see.
I'm also curious as Zephyr being ran down and killed. Just morphed into him.
A White Man eating the Primal.
Yeah.
Yes, no, he tried to cog, you know, but the Primal doesn't care at all. He just goes straight through.
And there's Rezo making very swift work of the tier 1 top lane, of course. Very easy. Yeah, Secret deceptively mobile, aren't they? With this Earth Spirit, this Primal, this Morphling, they can really get around the map in this early game.
Yeah. Oh, nice by Thompson, scouting at the ward and catching Striker.
There's the toss back. Cuckoo at the ready here with this long duration silence in the night to make sure that it's Zayats who has to die and not roll away.
Very nice play away.
And Cuckoo as well, this is something we've seen as well, actually, on his Underlord. He's saving his, or rather, committing the 6 skill points. It looks like this time into Void, perhaps that point to the Crippling Fear. He still doesn't have Dark Ascension, but he's near level 7, and then he can always take that, of course. Yeah. Playing Rezo, T1 rather, trying to give the boot to Rezo as he is currently occupying their jungle. Ana has himself a Chronosphere. Rezo is, you know, stuck on a cliff here, quite literally, so he's not really going anywhere. But the kick down, the save out from Zayats. A great silence here prevents an immediate Chrono from Ana, but it'll still come through all the same. Top's a bit lower on mana. Repositioning though, just trying to get this clarity of operational so he can get more damage in. There's the Pig Pole, a trampling pig at that as Nisha trying to catch up to Ana. He's going to go for more with the onslaught. White Man in the meantime finishing off Zayats, Thompson, and Nisha. Now Ana still going mano a mano here.
So strong.
Yeah, especially with the TD rune. That Pig Pole, I guess you keep trampling in that, huh?
Yeah, you do, and you're so fast. Especially if you activate phase boots too. Like it's too bad that Thompson didn't have any bottle charges there, because he could have gotten more spells off, and then they probably would have seen that.
That little piggy goes trampling around in the middle of the team fights, doesn't he? That's scary. Nisha here tops in with not enough mana for a toss back.
Yeah, let's go for the blink though, and he's so close.
Gonna be in some trouble here. There's no roar, looking for the immediate TP away, and they don't have any way to cancel.
Yeah. It's what, 500 gold away from Blink on Thompson? He's played it really well. Like that rotation into the jungle, it's beautiful. Not a lot of heroes can run into a Beastmaster with roar like that, but Thompson understands with phase boots and grow. He has like, what, 14 armor? So he's fine.
More than good enough. Even willing to go toe-to-toe there with Nisha on the DD rune. On a hero like Primal, that is quite the risk you're taking early. Yeah. Well balanced there. Did his math and have that one correct. Cuckoo maybe looking to connect here onto the mid lane. Level 8 now does have that point. excuse me, in the Dark Ascension. Whitemon as well with a hook shot, rocket flare, they're ready to do some scouting.
Yeah. Sire
Top tower.
not quite 6 yet, so
Radiant
I wonder who got
structures.
the tome on that team. Maybe they were just low on experience, both of them.
Could be the case.
Dire's top tower.
Because it's a big power spike there when you get level 6 on Earth Spirit. Right now he's not very strong.
Getting that magnetize up, of course, lots of damage. I think one cast is something like 550 damage. And of course, allowing you to spread your status effects to others. But they're going to make the jump now from behind, and in goes Cuckoo as well. The Cogs are trapping in Nisha, but look who's here to fight. It's Chrysalis. He's going to turn into Thompson, gets the toss, but actually gets his mana burn now, as there's going to be the roar onto Thompson. Cuckoo can kind of linger in the area as he flies around, but Thompson with a 4-man make that avalanche. Chrysalis giving chase, has an avalanche down zone, and still a toss is just going to catch Thompson here. Boulder Smash does catch him as well, and Secret eventually rewarded with 2 kills here in exchange for Nisha.
Yeah, very close there. Unfortunately, they have to fight 3 on 5, right? And then no matter what you do, you're probably going to end up losing.
But nice reaction there from Secret, right? Understanding that Nisha likely to take a dive here, but it's a space and a good kill there onto Thompson just before he gets Blink Dagger. It's frustrating close. See what that's big timing for him.
Yeah, right. It was like 15 gold away or something like that.
Dire's middle tower is under
Okay,
attack.
nice. Whitemon breaking the smoke, but ooh, Sayak just rolls in.
Oh yeah, and they've actually miscommunicated there. They're gonna split the gap there as Nisha charges up through another. item online for himself. The Blink Dagger, operational soon. Doesn't have the survivability of the BKB quite yet, but again, he did go for double Bracer, Phase Boots armor, of course, and that Hunter in the night. Nisha going for the onslaught in. They want this kill on the sides, but Ana going to catch two cores at that. Nisha as well as Rezo, but there's no one really nearby. Now in goes Thompson, the have a blink onto Nisha. They're going to cut through Rezo, and they'll get through Nisha just as easily. Cuckoo as well with his blink dagger, or not blinking in, just simply getting on top of Puppey. DD room, but Puppey's so tanky here, very hard to deal with, especially now he's gone for a Ode of Defiance on the edge. Over back towards Zayats, however, he's going to be focused out and caught. Of course, Cuckoo with all the night vision right now with Dark Ascension active. Nice fight there for T1.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Like, committing with the Chrono there, like, no hesitation. And like, because it's like you said earlier, right? Like, they don't have this easy Snapfire ultimate or anything, so you don't really know where the damage is going to come from. But like, he trusted his team that they had enough damage, and they just clean up there. It's perfect.
Opportunistic jump there by Secret. Gone wrong a bit as Thompson lower on mana, but Nisha's not going to be able to quite catch him there with the onslaught. Careful here, though, Cuckoo. Well, it's just Puppey here, actually.
He's gonna come. He's trying to become unkillable here, right?
He's got that hood.
Yeah. But yeah, if they go on his team, right, like, yeah, he's not gonna do a lot.
Okay.
He's just gonna stand there and be unkillable.
Big items online, though, for Rezo. That Wraith Pack, like you said, he did deviate instead of upgrading that helm into Helm with the Dom 2. Simply now has Wraith Pack online, and that is huge. That item feels amazing. If you can get that down as soon as Faceless Void makes the jump in, Chronosphere feels awful.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way for T1 to win a fight right now. No Chrono plus that Wraith Pact. Like, they're really bad at fighting into Wraith Pact.
And this Aegis now going to be secured for Secrets. That's going to give Nisha a nice bit of bounty as well to help him close out this BKB. He only needs another 400 gold.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Crystallis is already making space there for the Aegis. Goes swiftly into his inventory. Hookshot in. Whiteman with a good effort here. Unfortunately, the immediate silence, and Secret will take that kill.
Yeah, that's optimistic.
Just a bit late. I think a valuable play, though, right? Very low risk, high reward.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's a little unfortunate is that Zephyr has the Spirit Vessel.
Thompson. Mid lane onto Rezo here, assisted by Cuckoo the Silence, but they did get the Wraith Packs down. Oh, no, he didn't.
Under attack.
That's good. That's a very nice kill. I was just gonna say, they have 2 urns on T1. Clockwork with his Urn of Shadows, and we got Spirit Vessel on Venomaster, so...
Interesting. Yeah. Don't always see that, especially on the 2 supports, especially.
Yeah, no, it's a little unfortunate for Clockwork, because you don't have any gold, and you're not getting any urn charges.
Yeah, and the urn is like decent stats as well, early for White Mount, but I think he's going to have to sell it eventually.
No, but overall, though, I'm really impressed by how T1 have played this game.
Oh, they're going to try maybe for a play here on the Thompson. They just catch him with the Pulverize. I think now Thompson in a bit of trouble. He tried to get the leap away, but is going to be killed off as Crystals jumps in, and that's more than enough damage.
Yeah. He's still quite close to Axe, though. Only 700.
My goodness, I'm sorry to cut you off, Pi, but Puppey has a full pipe.
Oh, okay. So they just wanna go high ground. I respect that. Because this Void is farming crazily.
I mean, let's like kind of try and tally up some of this damage block with the resistor. I mean, we've got Wraith Pact, we've got now Pipe offering that 400 barrier to the entire team. Yeah. Crystallis, of course, with the attribution. Nisha, Rezo, and Zayas are naturally very tanky, some of the higher strengthening heroes in the game.
Yeah. And just Nature's Attendance too from Puppey.
Oh yeah, the heal. And now I think they're even going to get a jump here. Very nicely done onto Zephyr. They need to chain summon, and they have no chance for him to get off the Poison Nova. And honestly, with Ana not nearby, he probably wasn't going to use it anyway, but that's a tier 2 tower for Secret. This is starting to look a little bit similar to game 1 somehow.
Yeah, I think they're looking to just smash up high ground here. And T1 are desperate here to finish Tiny Ags, because that would be huge for any sort of 5-man fight or defense.
Yeah. Tiny Ags nearing completion, Ana as well. It's actually getting pretty close to this, but Mjolnir has now full Maelstrom. But even that Hyperstone will do a lot of work in these Chronos. He knows he's being hunted. The roll from Zion, just shy. I thought he would have, maybe could have gotten him there with the level 10 down, but he already had it. That was close.
But my feeling though is that T1's timings are actually going to work out there. Mjolnir is close. So I feel like he can get that before they go high ground, and they should at least be getting the Ags in timing. Yeah, he has it coming, right?
He has it.
And
Very
then
nice.
it's not that easy to just run in, even though you have pipe, you have raid packs. It might not be enough. Yeah, Secret
as well.
are feeling that. They're getting up.
Faceless Void with the BKB, Cuckoo with the Blink Dagger, and halfway towards his BKB, but T1, no, his BKB can't wait. Anna, you're going to look for the fight here. Time walking ahead of his team now as he leads them towards the mid lane, but Secret, they know something's up. Hawk scouts nothing, but the creeps scouting Anna. Secret are going to end up holding the high ground in the tier 2 tower. Puppy in position, daring them to make the jump on.
Yeah, right.
Just try me.
And he has that little 4-step creep, the Hurricane. So, no, when all you see is a little Ench, like, about to walk up a ramp, like,
Yeah.
no, that's not the hero you want to go on.
That's bait. I mean, come on now. Of course, T1, they've played a couple games here against Puppy. Oh, there's the tree reveal as well. It'll make the wave, and you're right, that is some serious damage. Puppy does well to avoid that.
Yeah, because my question is just, if Puppy is standing among a bunch of trees, right, and you avalanche toss combo him and use the tree ball, like, does he die? Like, I'm pretty sure Thompson wants to see, but that's not where you try it out right there.
Yeah, no, Puppy's a fan of science, but it's not going to let you perform the experiments on him that easily.
That's too dangerous.
And look at this. Now, Puppy, he's a fan of the fluffy hats. He's got 2 of them now. Magic Wand for some more stats. He's actually holding on to People's Gift, and of course, as an int hero, that'll give him some agi and strength. He's tanky. 1500 HP? That's not bad.
No, yeah, he was definitely thinking about the same thing. Like, can I live through this tiny combo? And he's just making sure.
Okay, I thought he bought another one, but it's 3 sentries on his courier now. I thought he bought another fluffy hat. Maybe one too many. Maybe he's playing on the winter map, though.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Pipe, 2 fluffy hats, 20 Magic Wand charges. Yeah, let's find someone else to go on. Smoking
Who
up.
else is the ideal target? Maybe Rezo. Syats as well is holding a position here as he's going to break the smoke, even getting a silence onto Thompson. Blink Dagger put on cooldown as well as Anna. In comes the tree ball. Syats tanking through everything. Chrysalis though, he's going to eat a hookshot. He actually morphed on into this one, and then it's going to catch Nisha as well. But the physical damage is really not enough. They're waiting out alive. And now the counter initiation. Syats is going to buy back. Here comes Rezo with the roar onto Anna. They're going to need a little bit more as they've gotten through Cuckoo. He's going to buy back, but the chain stuns onto Anna are perfect. Down he goes. T1 bailing out from this fight. Cuckoo thinking about if he should engage or not, and he's going to think not. Get Nisha, but unbelievably Secret, they tank through that chrono.
Yeah, no, it's so I think they mistimed their smoke because they get the chrono there. They have the kill on Morphling, but he has ages for 1 or 2 more seconds.
Oh, does he live? Oh my gosh, he actually. Oh, he's still alive though. Okay, the vessel applied, and of course they still have plenty of damage for him. But Thompson, the science experiment, it's going to come at a cost here. Oh, they missed the rolling boulder. That's a bit awkward. Is this an opening? Likely not, especially with the 4-staff creep.
Yeah.
Thompson, he'll go down.
No, because they have the kill there on Morph, but he has 2 seconds on Aegis left, right? So they try to let it run out, but he gets away from away, and then his team comes in, right, with all these heals you were talking about. Pipe, Raid Pact, and they just turn the fight.
Very nicely done, and Anna swiftly control. Let's see, what were you seeing here in this fight? Hi.
No, take a look here. So you see, they see the Morphling, they click him, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna chrono him.
You can see that at the top of your screens, 5 seconds here on Aegis. They're trying to wait it out.
And they hit it, and he switches targets, right? But then Chrysalis lives, and he gets a bit of the regen.
That waveform cooldown. Cuckoo even kind of in position to try and secure the kill, but Secret, yeah, they were ready for that one.
No, it was just, it was too hard. Honestly, they needed to wait 2 seconds before they went with that smoke.
Yeah, and you can see in the replay, now T1 have done well to deward it, but there was so much vision for Secret. T1 were essentially fighting underneath 2 Secret Observer wards. That fight was very difficult, up high ground especially, once the smoke ended up breaking on Syats.
Yeah. Still a little optimistic for T1 though. Ana still very farmed. But you can also see there, if they land the roar on him, he does die very quickly.
Nice CCs. And speaking of that roar, he's hoping to be able to block that one the next time, as it's Ana's Faceless Void, which is queued up the Lincoln Sphere, but he's just getting the ball rolling on that one now. That was level 3 Chronosphere. New for Cuckoo, not quite yet. He's still about halfway towards that BKB, a little bit more, just needs another 1,000 gold. But the buyback, of course, is going to set him short that much more.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
It's definitely some pain points here for T1, as it's Secret after a pretty wild net worth graph here. Nothing too crazy though, just 4K net worth lead at the most for Dire. For T1, it's more or less equalized.
Yeah. And right, let's see, okay. Secret are kind of moving in because Roche is about
Right.
like maybe spawn, like they don't know, right? But
That feels like the
potentially
next
spawn.
objective.
Yeah, but Secret are ignoring it. They're giving up that area and they're moving in here to chase T1 away. Let's see.
Yeah.
Puppy is just in the front there.
He's in the front, man. Oh, look at this. He's got Holy Locket now, Pi. Even more. Yeah, there we go. Even more heals for himself. Hook shot is going to find Nisha. Cuckoo as well. Pops the ultimate with the BKB. Giving some protection for Nisha. They found Thompson as he's using the tree volley. Silent stuff now. Anna as well going on in. The Chronosphere is going to catch on to Chrysalis. And they actually get through him. He's just on the edge of it. The taunt is needed a little bit more, but he's still alive. And now the roar onto Anna. He gets force-staffed away, but Rezo swiftly giving chase. Puppy actually with 2 kills in this fight. Chrysalis with 1 now as Thompson's going to be the final one to drop for T1. Secret, they're just too darn tanky in these chronos. They refuse to die, Pi.
Yeah. And Crystal is very smart. He's picked up the Ag Shard. So with all this passive like defense items, like he gets the pipe aura right, he gets Wraith Pact, like Vlad's aura.
He can shift in chrono.
Yes. And then it's not enough damage. Even though Anna is really farmed, he cannot kill him.
We'll look for that here in the replay, but I was going to try and ask you that earlier. It feels very similar to like the Ursa Warrior versus Faceless Void, where you just get Ag Scepter on Ursa in that case, right? And then you enrage whenever you're chrono.
Yeah. We'll see here. He just pops
There's
it
the
down.
strength gain. And it's just constantly on a 500 HP. Anna just beating into him relentlessly, saying he's just got 500 HP. He's just got 500 HP. Why does he still have 500 HP?
Yeah. Exactly. No, I mean, you have to put in the question there.
Science. He's having a good time.
Yeah. No, they're raxing them there too, so.
Yeah. Top lane, it's Thompson who at least clear the wave, but they secure their first tier 3 tower, and in this meta, of course, Pi, that means you get another fortify, and that will buy T1 at least a bit more time here. One more fight, perhaps, and that fight likely going to be taking place here in the next minute, as Roche is going to be respawning then.
Yeah. No, that initiation by Whiteboy was maybe a bit too deep there. Like, he kind of forced Thompson to go in like perfectly, so the Earth Spirit could just roll on top of him, and yeah, I think you just wait. You don't go for that hook.
Nisha with BKB and Kaya, going for Kaya and Sanj here eventually. That's BKB for Zayats, actually being fetched to him now. More and more items are starting to accumulate. Rezo with the BKB completed, didn't even need to use it in that last fight.
Yeah. Now they can just sit up here patiently waiting for Roche. Spawning in, 15 seconds.
Thompson has got his casual Crystallis now, so even that casual small crit makes this tree volley feel much, much stronger.
For sure. I mean, they still have the potential. Like, you can always land a 5-man chrono, right? It's not quite that dire. They don't need a 5-man chrono. But, I mean, if you do land it, you will win. Let's just put it that way.
Secret though, again looking for a fight, and the roll is actually going to find Zephyr. Not quite Thompson the way on it. The toss back, but unfortunately just gives Zayats another target. Thompson tree balling on top of himself, using all the trees at his disposal, but oh no, that's not enough. And now Secret immediately back into the base they go. That was just vision off of the Hawk there.
Yeah.
And that's top lane gone.
Beautiful. Very nice initiation. Don't expect that Hawk. Oh, now you have to buy back too.
And Secret are going to respect that. They're going to back off.
Yeah, no. Do they see the Roche? No, but they know it can be up, I think. Puppy seems to be running to scout it out.
And it was a 2-minute. This is a 2-minute Roche anyhow, which is a bit on the longer side. So they'll know. Odds are it's up by now, or it'll be respawning very, very shortly. T1 now have access to that information. Whether or not they can do anything about it is going to be the question. T1 still in this upper bracket here, but down 1 game. Secret trying to close it out, doing it the clean way, very clinical. Even just waiting, maybe for some more cooldowns, some more BKBs before they dare contest this Roche versus T1. They know there's still, of course, this Chrono ready to use for Anna. Thompson, if you can get that tree volley into a 5-4, even 2-man Chrono, it's a very well-spelled disaster for Secret in this fight.
Yeah, I wonder, can they even contest it now? I think you're too far away. It seems like they're just giving up this Roche.
I think they've shifted, right? Contesting Roche to maybe some high ground defense instead.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Aegis Ag Shard for Nisha, so he's got now the rock throw.
I got it.
Primal Beast, he's moving up the evolution tree. He's starting to use tools.
Yeah, first rocks, then fire, then he works out.
Careful.
Oh, T1 are now in a very awkward position. So if you don't take that Roche fight, you start feeling very lost, right? Because there's no clear a clear-cut way for you to fight anymore, except if Secret just headbutt against the high ground. So you can see them here trying to surprise them a bit, maybe, like just camping this ward.
You know, we've seen a couple tiny games, some Venges, 4-staff Spat Riders. A lot of the times when it starts looking a little bit worse and worse, we say, well, we're looking for some tossbacks really deep away. Is that still something Thompson can look to do as he cuts another wave mid?
I mean, he can, but no, I prefer not. Like, you don't want your second most farmed hero, right, to just... Because you're gonna die. When you toss back, you're dead.
It's a very different role that Thompson's playing compared to the 4 tiny basically. Okay, I see that.
He wants to get a lot of spells off, right? Like, he wants to use this tree volley more than once.
Yeah, I actually think some consideration for him now, especially as we look top lane very briefly towards those mid lane of barracks. There's no trees there, right? Thompson needs to be quite aware of where he's taking these fights. He needs trees, he needs ammunition.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's going to be caught. He's got BKB. He has teleport. He's going to turn, actually. He's got Chrono. Wants to fight into this one. He'll take a kill onto Zayas. And maybe if he gets perma-bashed here onto Nisha. No, not quite. And Zayas is going to buy back, but the rest of Secret now looking to close the gap. Nisha! The Lincolns. The Lincoln saved him.
That would be nice. No Chrono now, and he bites back, right? So they just want to rush it up to the high ground.
And there's Aegis, and now even Crystal's here in the triangle. He finds a man, Whitemon, hoping maybe for a hook shot up, but no chance.
Yeah,
too much damage there.
The Secret are very fast here. That's what they want to do. 2 minutes now without Chrono, so let's see.
2 minutes. Ana trapped in the base now. T1 in a bit of a difficult position. And the thing is, again, because Secret know that Thompson needs trees nearby to go for the volley, and look, they're already pinging. I think they know he's got to be standing over there. That's the only place he can reasonably stand and have enough trees. There he goes. He's going to miss on those trees now. And Zayas, he tried to predict where he was at. Unfortunately, he's off the mark. Thompson's going to blink away safely. No counter engage here. The toll booth as well being arrested by Zephyr, immediately cleared by Crystallis, not dealing with those plague wards. Puppey on the high ground, by the way. As Thompson with another blink back. Crystallis waveforms on in. Cuckoo pops to the BKB. Secret just disengaging though. Puppey, look at it. Look at this guy. He's in deep. He's playing like he's got Aegis.
He's so tanky.
Look at the heals as well on the Crystallis. Shifting a bit more now to the Agi for the effective heals as Puppey pops the Hood of Defiance. Ana going in, but of course without Chrono. He's a bit weaker, but the Rock Throw is going to catch him into the Pulverize. They've broken the Lincolns, and they've broken Ana. Down he goes. Zephyr immediately is dead next. Crystallis is going to get a second. He's going to buy back, though, at least on the Venomancer, but Cuckoo has no BKB. He's got to be very careful here. Crystallis as well has morphed into the Faceless Void before claiming his life. As Thompson finding whatever trees he has left, Crystallis thought he was actually going to time walk that off, but maybe on cooldown and instead focuses onto the barracks.
Yeah, no buyback, right? No. I wonder if Secret will just... Puppey's very low on resources though, but... Yeah, maybe they just back off here. Just play it safe.
Quite a bit at stake here, right? If Secret find a win, they're into the upper bracket finals, and because we have 2 teams qualifying through the last chance qualifiers part in, that effectively gives them what, at least 4 games to get in, well, 2 matches and an entire.
I like the really good math, like 50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They like those odds. I like those numbers.
Yeah.
One.
Okay, he just want to go here.
Last lane of barracks, Thompson using whatever trees he can, and Crystallis actually nearly dying, but still has Aegis the whole time, and now they found Cuckoo. It's got BKB and a nice interrupt there, but it's going to cost the life of Whitemon. He's got buyback, the roar onto Cuckoo in the last seconds of his BKB is going to allow Crystallis and Reza to beat into him. Down he goes, does have buyback, and there's Faceless Void responding in 5.
This is the last rights here. They have to figure something out.
Thompson, he doesn't have very many trees though. He's just standing near the almost the only one in the base. He needs more ammunition. He needs to go in, looking for a tossback. He'll have to settle for Puppey, as in goes Ana, but Puppey with untouchable, he doesn't even care. Cuckoo onto Crystallis, Aegis up in 18 seconds, so Crystallis happy to fight, happy to even die in this one, as Zayas and Puppey fighting back versus Thompson and Ana. That'll recall Zephyr on back, as well as now even Cuckoo. Aegis has been claimed at the very least, but Crystallis responding with full mana and HP, and T1 looking worse for wear as well, as there's the damage. Down goes Cuckoo, down goes Whitemon, 2 dives back, Chrono onto 2, but there's just no trees for Thompson, and Rezo's in onto him. He can just offer an Avatos in. Ana now stunned immediately after, as Crystallis jumping on in. The bashes nearly condemning Ana. Zephyr falling low, gets up the Poison Nova. That's his dieback. Thompson doing what he can, at least has a couple of trees, but Crystallis even fighting into him now. Ana trying to save his teammate here, and Crystallis falling low, but Puppey keeping him alive with with the Nature's attendance, and everyone on T1 is dead. Secret, they get the 2-0. They're moving on to the upper bracket finals.
Team Secret. Victory.
Very well played by Secret. Extremely impressive, Yuki. This like snowballs from yesterday, right? Like they had 2 games where they had to fight and claw their way back, and now they're just riding the momentum. Absolutely destroying T1, to be honest. Making it look easy, like clear ideas and just very good drafts.